Now, number 9, appointments to flavored tobacco ad hoc committee, as brought up by Councilmember Boomgarden. It's an issue that I think we didn't understand how what a hot topic it was until we brought the potential issue forward. So we have a lot of folks who want to seeking our opinion, giving us their position and their opinion on the topic. We want to hear everybody in detail on both sides of this issue. And one of the processes we have available to us is appoint an ad hoc committee of 2 council members who are interested. And they would be designated, I'm just going to read the staff report. Thank you, Terrell. Designated to steer the ad hoc committee will coordinate with staff to solicit citizen involvement, facilitate the meetings, identify necessary staff to participate in each meeting, and coordinate the preparation of a report with recommendations as applicable to the city council. So basically, they hear both sides in great detail, weigh all the options, weigh the information they've been given, and come back to the council for some recommendations. So I support that process. I think it's valuable. I think it's efficient. And I would ask any member of my colleagues up here that might be interested in participate to speak up. Let me know.
You're the mayor. Oh.
Did you? Yeah, well, I was waiting. Okay, so
if you would like to say something, sure.
Yeah, I'd like to say something, please. I had a meeting this morning with the Health and Safe Neighborhood Coalition, Tammy Anderson and their group, and they would be more than happy to assist us with this whole entire program. They said they would come here and make a presentation. They would help with the workshops, educating the community. They really want to be involved to assist us and help us 100%. So whoever would like to be in the ad hoc committee, I suggest that we get a hold of these folks. It's the Health and Safety Coalition and also the Sutter County Human Services Health Division, Tammy Anderson, and they got everything down for us. We more or less just kind of bring the group together, and they'll do it all for us and teach and educate the whole community, and then it could come back and they can give us the policies, procedures that we could put forward in the future. So that's the suggestion that I would like to make for whoever's going to do this.
Thank you.
Through the mayor, I would volunteer to be on the ad hoc committee, and Councilman Cardoza, I appreciate you bringing Tammy forward. She has her group has been here before. They presented to us as a council, and there's a lot of other opportunities. I like to hear both sides of the issue, so I'm interested in hearing, from the tobacco control piece of it and that, and then also from our businesses, and perhaps there's a good opportunity there. So I'll volunteer for that.
Through the mayor, one of the I've had a little bit of dialogue with city staff on this. I think procedurally, one of the first meetings needs to be with the business community, those folks that are actually in retail sales of the flavored tobacco and the vaping. I don't know at this point I want to mix the two groups. I want to really hear a lot more from the retailers first. Assuming that if I don't see anybody else raising their hand to be on the ad hoc committee, so I guess that's unless you want to, Manny.
I'm gonna have to pass this year. I'm sorry.
Okay. So through the mayor, yeah, I would certainly want to serve with Councilwoman Espandola. I know she has subject matter expertise on this and has dealt with it. But I think procedurally, just for the council, I would be working with her and the staff. I think the first step here is to hear from the group we haven't really heard much from, which is the businesses.
I agree. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Is this a consensus thing or a vote thing, sir?
Motion.
Motion.
I'm so sorry. This is a designation, so you don't need to take this out to public. You can do it by consensus or you can do it by vote.
So either way, let's just do it by vote. Do we have anybody from the public would like to talk about it? Yes, sir. Can you just say that? Yeah. Just wait until he's done, then we'll do it, obviously.
Good evening, Thomas Burns. So that's why we're here, the public, to give our input. And when I read this on the agenda, my thoughts were, is there anything that government doesn't want to get their hand in? Whether a guy smokes some flavored tobacco or does a little vaping, I really can't see that as being the business of the city. I see people vaping all the time, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, smoking weed. Can we legislate morality to all the people? That's my thoughts.
Thank you, sir. Do you have a comment?
I
Go
do.
ahead.
I want to, again, as we did the first time we raised this issue, is just assure anybody who's involved in this to understand that it is not, the end goal here isn't to necessarily put forth any kind of regulation. It's to discuss an issue that's been raised to us numerous times by the community. So through the people speaking to this council about this type of thing, it is important for us, at least it is for me, and it seems like it is for my colleagues, to begin the process of understanding more about it before we take any action whatsoever. There are some issues as this becomes available to children. I think it's prudent that we understand those better, but certainly at this point, there's no preconceived notion about us putting together any kind of an ordinance or regulation prohibiting that. It certainly could come from that. We could also choose to do absolutely nothing. But at least we are listening to the public that elected us and has asked us to take a peek into this issue.
I would like to say the same, in addition to the fact that many people have approached us independently and as group-wise and met, as Councilman Cardosa mentioned, and I have met with students, parents, owners of the businesses, and to just hearing them out on the different subjects of their concerns. And I think as a council member, and I speak of myself, that if we have many community members that are voting community members asking us to look at this, I would say it is my responsibility to bring it forward and to and step forward in this discussion as an expert in the area of tobacco and to work with Vice Mayor Baumgarten. So again, this is not an idea that raised from the council. This was a discussion raised from the community, brought forward to the council. And so we are responding to the community asking us to do this. It's not one of us asking an ordinance, an additional one. We have to yet to determine that. We'll let the process be the process and see where we land.
Thank you.
Through the mayor.
Yep.
Sensing all the enthusiasm up here, I move to designate Vice Mayor Baumgarten and Councilwoman Espandola to serve on the City Council Flavored Tobacco Ad Hoc Committee from March 2020 to June 2020.
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? None. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Plate's getting bigger.